her trying to jam me up. I think she work for Satan. Hell nah, can't let these bitches block me from my paper. Some people chasing power and some people chasing greatness. You ain't doing.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's the Morals and Money podcast, man. We back with another banger. I hope y'all enjoyed our content. We had to put a little intermission out there so we could recollect ourselves, constructively criticize ourselves, and build on the brand that we have currently going. So you guys are gonna see a lot of great things soon to come. We got Ant with us today, my boy A1 Corleone, Don Corleone.
Yeah.
Upcoming MC. One of my favorite artists right now, especially coming from the trenches. You know, we got to support our own con. And this is I'm making this introduction just to throw it out there that we got a guest with us right now. But more so though, I want y'all to like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification bell to stay up to date with all content. It's King Willow.
In cash, you already know what's going on. Morals and Money. We back at it with another one.
And we in this bitch, man.
You know how that go.
What's going on, Brody? How y'all feeling today?
What's going on, baby?
Good.
How you feeling?
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
So, today we're going to talk about everything we be seeing online, everything that be kind of trending, right? All this conversation of in the other podcasts all over the internet. It be this argument of men versus women. And I be looking like, all right, it was cool for a minute because you feel me, it brought up different type of conversations. You feel me? You thinking about, all right, this person said that, and nah, I'm a man and I'm gonna do this and I play this type of role. But at the end of the day, I feel like in 2023, those conversations they need to stop.
They don't hold no weight, man.
We need to come together and find solutions. We need to stop debating on this men versus women. I'm against this. And bro, at the end of the day, black men versus black women, bro, it's out the window. Please throw these conversations out the window. There's no potency. There's no substance coming from them anymore. There's no solution in these conversations. We just debating and making it go viral, and we just going around in a circle like a hamster.
Like, and you know what's so funny that you just said that, and you just said what you just said too. Cuz said we going around like we hamsters, right? Like we on the wheel spinning like hamsters. And Ant said, bro said, there's no points being made. I want to objectify something real quick. The more we continue to have these conversations, we are only segregating ourselves.
All right.
Is only making it worse. We came so far from being segregated from color that we now segregate each other based off of finance, ethnicity, gender. That's for the folks that's identifying outside of the biological realm. We've segregated ourselves so far that if it continues, there won't be no return in sight. Like what I'm trying to say is it won't be no room for happy relationships.
Right.
And we got to remember that a relationship at the end of the day is a business partnership, right? But a part of it does come from love. So we got to show love.
That's a fact. And that's really? Why we're trying to have this conversation, because it seems like in the midst of the social media era, in the midst of the new age podcasting booming era right now, you feel me? We trying to get on the not bandwagon, but we trying to get on that mission too. You feel me? We trying to get our name out there.
Set the trend, man.
Set the trend, because we need to have different perspectives and different conversations when it comes to our people and our communities. And if we keep having these conversations, what community are we gonna have? You feel me? Is men versus women all the time? What relationships, what families are we cultivating if it's men versus women all the time? It don't make no sense. You feel me? You can't say, oh, this B and this nigga ain't shit and this, bro. We gotta cut it out, like, because at the end of the day, sometimes we talking about ourselves. You feel me? You got to look in the mirror. You feel me? Because if you said you had a bad experience, all right, that's one bad experience. There could be plenty more experiences that you can have if you just, one, look in the mirror and fix your attitude and assess the situation for what it was, and look at the
I mean, see what you was about to say.
Just look at the faults of whatever happened. You feel me? Whatever happened that ended the situation, if it was a bad situation, whoever, because there's two sides to the story. So once you come to those terms of, all right, this happened, and I'm gonna take responsibility of that. They may not take responsibility of what they did, but I understand that. And you keep it pushing. You don't have to forgive. I mean, you should forgive, but you're not gonna forget what happened. But don't take that on and keep going on to the next situation and think is you have to have the same mentality with everybody else. That's and then it's like when we keep having this conversation, like I said, there's no solution. So
So body butter season. It is here and is among us because right now it's 46 degrees outside. So what happens during the summer, I want to use body oil because it's nice and thin and it's light and it soaks into your skin nice and easy and it's great for the warmer seasons. However, when you get into the colder months like fall, winter comes around, especially if you're up in the Northeast or in Chicago or wherever, you're going to want to use something more thick like our shea butter or our body butters. These are a fan favorite. It comes in different scents and different varieties. It is going to lock into your skin. It's using saturated oils plus beeswax to actually lock it into your skin and to retain that moisture your entire day. No water, no alcohol, no fragrances. Just 100% natural ingredients. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Contact at garnersgarden.com. Thank you.
no progress being made, right?
I feel like there's a lot of content creators out here just eating off what's already people been fed off. You know what I'm saying? Just keep pushing the propaganda. Like perception is reality. So just because you feel like that, don't mean that that's really going on at all times. Like people are so quick to cut off, people from what you heard or what's already out there when they don't even jump in the field and go figure it out themselves and analyze. And it's okay to not fall in love the first time because you got a whole life to figure it out. Like love is what you make of it at all times. So just because you don't like a person or this doesn't work with a person, people move off that. Oh, just because this person screwed me up, you messing up for the next person. And we just stick with the narrow. I got screwed. All right, well, did you heal for a second? Did you take a fall back and improve on yourself? Did you find out why this person did that? Did you really dive deep and figure out how his family structured is? Because most men, most women don't know how to love, and we visualize what we see. So going back to the first episode I was on, we was talking about how you was raised. It's really real. Like if you don't have an example of a mother and a father in your household, you would never know what that and you can't go find it.
Right. And you can't even express it. You can't give it out because you never received it. A lot of people never received real true love, so they don't know how to give it out. So when we keep having this conversation of men ain't shit or women ain't shit, it's just like, bro, we gotta understand that everybody's a human being. Everybody's gonna have their faults, right? Everybody's gonna make mistakes. But you gotta understand, like, all right, this person may not come from the same background as me. So they didn't have the same upbringing. They didn't have the same training, home training, or the same speeches that I had growing up.
Training.
They didn't have that. So I gotta look at it. I gotta look at it from a different perspective. Do I wanna say this person ain't shit or this person just don't have the same mindset as me? So I can help them get the same mindset, or I don't have to deal with them. It's not, oh, this person ain't the whole gender ain't shit. Like, come on now, like we gotta cut that out of the men versus women. I see this all the time, and it's just like, all right, bro.
People have so much hate in their hearts that there's no love out here. I told myself when I was young, man, it's crazy. I was like, at a certain age, like I'm about to turn 28 next year. I told myself, like, if I don't find love at a certain age, I'm not looking for it.
Well,
love involves trust and vulnerability, and a lot of people can't just slip it up with somebody that's random. Like you might. I view being 25 to 28, that's the prime of your life because 21, you just learning how to be an adult. 4 years after that was usually like college. that's like, I know how to be an adult after 4 years. You should know how to be an adult by 25.
Right.
At 25, you don't have nobody that you can be with. Or I'm gonna make it simplified for our low vibe. I'm not gonna violate, but our low vibration like frequency people. Basically, right? If you're 25 and you're pushing towards the 30s and you don't have a family, what are you doing with yourself? Like that's how I view women. Like
That is true.
because your only purpose on life is to start a family. Like a man's true legacy is what he leaves behind.
For man and woman. For man and woman. Man and woman.
This isn't fulfilled until she's a mother.
Until she's a mom.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Men need to have boss and CEO. He might not need a family. That's why if he's big like LeBron James, he like, yo, my family is more important.
Yeah, he actually
he's a man of
he
value.
gave wild credit to Savannah recently. Yeah.
Have a family, you don't have no legacy, bro. That's why he's big on his son going to college, following. Melo just retired. He's like, yo, listen, I'm good.
That's in
my son is
the legacy is in my son's hands.
That's in the Bible. It's in the Bible.
He didn't let the media dictate his legacy. He said, "It's my son, bro."
Well,
like if you at this age, you're primary. If you're a female or you're a guy, it's hard for you to find true love at a certain age.
I won't say you gotta, and this is where I combat it a little bit because I feel like for most men in our age bracket or in our generation, they feel like they have to find love. Love is not something that you really gotta find, bro. Like if love is there and it's staring you in the face, bro, you gonna feel it, you gonna know.
Right.
Just like how you know how your moms love you, or like how your pops love you. You know the love that you get from your parents because you feel a certain way when you talk to them, when you're around them. It's gonna be the same way when you're dealing with a specific woman or a specific man. But I would say the fucked up part about it and why there is so much division is that it goes back to the family upbringing. All right. Going back to our episode that we made in Houston, we spoke about Garba Mate, the myth and normal, and how the female masculine traits. There was another aspect in the book that I really paid a lot of attention to because I feel like I was affected by it deeply. Like it's rooted in me because even now my family go through stuff that I hate to see. You get what I'm saying? So in the book, it basically said that we feel the trauma from generations of bad decision making or the trauma from generational pain or generational hurt, whether it be from love, rape, anything. Like you feel it. It pulsates through you, it flows through you. So as you grow up and you get older and you just observing everything that you watching or you're mirroring whatever your parents teach you, because like cuz always say, kids are mirrors. I mean, we are mirrors to kids.
Right.
They grow up and their actions are conducted in the same way that they seen their parents. So if their parents are already showing a division amongst ranks, the kid is just gonna follow through with it.
Yep.
Like I don't know if y'all know this, but after doing that whole ancestry thing, after generations of generations, families only got smaller.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And it's partially because of men not being loyal or not being there too, or women not being loyal, or whatever the case may be.
Families just not staying together to be strong enough.
To be strong enough. Kids,
Families
they
not
used to
staying
have
together.
12, 13 kids. Nowadays, you see families, 3, 4, 5 kids.
Word.
And then when them
Sometimes
kids
only
get
one
older.
and two.
Exactly.
One and two.
And then when they're adults, what I see more often is that they don't be connected. They don't be tight. You know, everybody feel like the world, they got to live in their own world and take their own route. You get what I'm saying?
And be in their own bubble. When at the same time, we all on this bubble together. You feel me? We all on this bubble together.
Like I live in Arizona now, right? And, you know, people judge you by your you know, it's different perspectives. Like when you in Arizona, there's not many African Americans out there. There's a lot of more I say Milano mix, white Mexicans.
Mulatto.
So the way they look at you is like
Mulattoes.
they'll look at you like you an alien, like you don't belong there, but they more illegal than you. So it's just like if you smart enough, you won't even let that be an issue. You know what I'm saying? Because the quicker we learn we all bleed red and chase green, the better we'll be as a team. And we say United States, but ain't none of us united. That's a contradiction. People come in looking for American dream, and all this promises and all that, but ain't nothing promised here, bro. Everybody gets it through the mud. And
That's
the
a
people
promise,
that
though.
just come here,
That's a promise
yeah, that's a promise
that you make to yourself.
That's a promise. The only thing really promised to you today is 24 hours in a day. That's a fact. Like, nobody gonna say, yo, listen, even somebody say I might give you $1 a day. Yo, bro, I'm short quarter. I had to pay for this. You can't guarantee something from the next day. You used to be able to like live for tomorrow, but you gotta live for today now. Once COVID and everything, you gotta live for today. Make it for today. Tomorrow ain't even promised. Like,
You was saying something related to that though.
I would say you gotta prepare today. Prepare today for what's gonna come tomorrow. Cause even though we don't know what's gonna come tomorrow, once you prepare yourself, you already up for what's gonna happen. You already up on your toes, on your P's and Q's, ready for what can happen. And once opportunity meets you, once that window of opportunity opens, you could just jump through it because you already, like I said, you prepared. Your P's and Q's are set. You dotting your I's and crossing your T's. So I would say staying prepared, and that's another. You feel me? That's another episode. We're gonna do it later, but that right there, preparation and understanding that it's your own race. You living your own life, but once you cultivate and stick around with your family is key. You feel me? Having a brotherhood is key. Having true bonds is key. So when I say like, why is there so much conversation of men versus women? You feel me? From social media to all these podcasts, it's like, bro,
I don't want to cut you off, but I just want to take the time out to show you guys something because I actually checked this out mid podcast, you guys, and this is how you know we really got that sauce, morals and money. I just want to show y'all something real quick, right? Also, 70 years ago, a large majority of U.S. households, approximately 80%, were made up of married couples. In 2020, the proportion of households consisting of married couples fell to 49%.
Yeah, I gotta understand that that's like a like bro said, it's propaganda, but it's like a message that they want to promote of one, it been a message of keep the black man out the household, right? It been that. And people was letting that go over their head, realizing it down the line. But it's a message of keep people apart so they can never come together and be strong.
Well, and I'm gonna add on to that too, and I'm happy you guys mentioned that. A part of what's keeping us apart is we fail to understand, and like I said in the beginning of this, that all relationships that we involve ourselves in are business
Contracts and transactions.
That's it. You finished it off for me. My bad. Yeah, I'm a little spilly. Business contracts and transactions. All relationships is a friend, girlfriend. And you got to remember, like, when you're talking in terms of marriage or just trying to keep the love within the household and stuff, it's quid pro quo. It's this for that. You're going to do this while this person do that. That's what keeps a happy household. And what I've also noticed nowadays is that you have less men, and I don't want to continue to bring up this divide, but it also goes hand in hand with men having to man up. You got less men being men.
Right.
And you got more women being men and less women being women.
Yes. And when we say that, we just say like, you feel like you have to have the responsibility of the weight of the world on your shoulders when a man's supposed to take that off and you're supposed to help him with the weight that's on him.
And we're not talking financially because I know
right, and
a lot of people
it's not financial. It's financial and spiritual. Because this right here, when I say the divide and this propaganda and this message, we got to understand that this is spiritual warfare. This is spiritual mind warfare, right? So when you don't keep the man and women together, that was the reason and the main thing and the purpose of life in the first place. That's what God created, man and woman.
To be together.
You feel me? Like
holy matrimony.
When that is not happening, This is, you feel me? It's the devil's work right there. You feel me? This is destruction. You feel me? So
let's
nothing can prosper when nothing is together.
So let's narrow one of the things that's separating us. I just want to throw it out there. For the most part, when we talk in terms of the togetherness, that television, the things they put on that motherfucking TV, I feel like it makes people who looks like us, the idiot box. That's called the idiot box. It makes people who look like us look bad. Like, I'll give an example. I'm watching Blackish. That's the one with Anthony Anderson, right?
Yeah.
I'm watching Blackish with my nephew the other day, and I'm like, wow. I'm listening to some of the things that they're like. You have one family who the mom is black, but she's dating a white guy, and she looks down on the darker family because they have more black morals and stuff. And I'm just looking at this, and I'm like, bro,
that's terrible.
Look, peep game. My 11-year-old nephew is watching this shit.
It's like SpongeBob.
Bro, like Ed, and Eddie. Like how I would wake up, turn on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You wake up in the middle of the night. Best Sex Ever is on Cinemax or whatever. Bro, it's on the TV, and I'm looking at my nephew. I can't really tell him or explain to him, like, bro, why this is an issue. Yeah, why it's an issue. All I could just say is like, yo, Chase, when you get older,
you fake gotta break it down. I would have just broken down.
I did somewhat, because I'm telling him, like, yo, bro, like, a part of this is ignorance. And when I say ignorance, Chase, is they're all the same person. Even if the father is white, they're all humans. They're just judging each other based off of status structure. And that's what the television is doing to us. It's making us feel like we have to compete with one another or separate each other.
Man. It's the producers, man.
I won't say the producers.
Producers, writers, all of it.
Look. Look. I won't say the producers per se. I won't say that, because you got people whoever the producers are in Disney, I give y'all flowers because y'all expose everything. But I would just say it's the creators. I won't say the producers, it's the creators. Whoever has the mind or the intellect behind the whole concept of the show or the message, they're
the
behind
message.
it.
It's the message
It's the
all
message.
the time. And then it's the companies that keep boosting the message that are behind these TV shows, commercials, and everything else that's on our phones and social media. Like, I know y'all be seeing all the commercials of everything that's non-togetherness. And when I say togetherness, you know exactly what I mean.
You want to hear a funny one? And I don't mean to
like,
cut you off. I'm going to let you take the stand after this. Not the stand, take the stage. They got a commercial right now for Ford F-150s. And one of the F-150s has pride colors on it, and the other one is a regular Ford F-150. Look, listen, this is so crazy. So the regular lumberjack, hardcore, man, American chop wood, they no Ford F-150s. We ain't buying none of those. Why? Because they segregated that shit based off of the I don't want to get, you know what y'all know what I'm talking about, bro. You know what I'm talking about.
Listen, man, it's a message, and people have to understand, like, and some people really don't be paying attention to it. And we understand it's not for you to pay attention to, because you're already in the midst of that. But we want you to understand that this whole separation of men versus women, we can't be together, we ain't gonna find love. You shouldn't be finding love. Love should just find you.
Shouldn't even be looking for it.
You feel me? You shouldn't have to look for it. You feel me? You should be doing your thing, and it should find you, because you should exuberate energy that other energy want to be around. And once you have good energy, once you have a good heart, you feel me? Love and God in your heart, he's going to bless you with the spouse that you want, with the people that you want in your life, friends, and relationship wise and business wise. He's going to bless you with those things. And I believe that. So I just feel like these conversations, yeah, they go viral. They get people on these platforms. They get them lit. I'm trying to get lit, but I'm trying to get lit with the right conversations. You feel me? I don't want to keep having these generic conversations of men versus women. We ain't shit. Men ain't shit. Women ain't shit. We already know what's going on. We already know what's going on. We got thoughts on this side. We got real men on this side. We got
You even say that about a girl and then want to date girl. That's why it's like, bro, just stop saying it.
It's gay.
Now beat girls down and then date girls.
But hold on, you want to know what's so funny?
What the girls you
Yo,
beat
bro,
now? That's
and
weird, bro.
I ain't gonna front. Drake said this in a song, even though I know Drake got no hoes when he was younger, but he said it. It's majority of the niggas who got no hoes. Like, if you ain't get no hoes in high school or in school,
that run the culture,
bro, they controlling
run,
that.
Yo, the people that didn't
They
even
controlling
pay
that.
So think about that. That says a lot. The people
I
that
seen-
really went to school the hard way, we like the middle class. The people that didn't pay attention, those are the idiots that's in charge of the world. The social following, like, yo, did you know, like, these dudes that's lit right now, they didn't even finish school. And everybody want to be like that. That's ass backwards.
For real. It's the asinine and the morons leading. You feel me?
Hold on.
Leading the charge, leading the flock.
Hold on. What the fuck you just said? This, bro. Give a definition for that. What he said, asinine?
It's the asinine and the
Hold on.
morons.
How the fuck you spell that? Asinine. I'ma just spell it the best way I can, bro. What does asinine mean? That shit says shallow plain, probably derived from two places of that name. What the fuck does asinine mean? I don't know what asinine mean. That was a big one for y'all. Y'all niggas need to pay attention, bro. It's morals and money.
Listen, y'all. I don't want to interrupt the great content, but if you just wanted to grab you some quick drip, nice little sweatsuit, nice bag, whatever the case may be.
Cop that last breed, man. Stop playing, man. Stop playing with us, man.
You know what it is. We got the hats, socks, slides, sweatsuits. We even got some new hoodies dropping, man. Just check out my Instagram, KingWillow_Eminem, and follow that on Instagram, Last of a Flying Breed.
Last of a Flying Breed.
Let's get it.
So Brody wanted to know what asinine mean. He said he really never heard that word, right?
Never heard it.
Asinine means being or having actions that are foolish, unintelligent, or stupid.
What the hell?
Come on, man. And the Bible says, "Don't be a foolish."
Shout
man.
out who?
Shout out to y'all.
I'm fucking lost right now.
In the Bible, it says,
I
"Don't
feel
be a foolish
retarded.
man, but a foolish man can have riches."
Yes.
Fool's gold, man.
I ain't gonna lie, I still feel slow. So he said asinine. I'm still over here trying to Google that shit.
I'm telling you, bro, don't follow the trend.
Buddy, man, y'all gotta love this shit, man. That ass.
Cut these conversations of men versus women, bro.
Nah, you know what? And one other thing that I want to throw out there too, as far as the whole man versus women conversation, it is extreme. I don't want to touch too much on this on a sensitive topic, but bruh, we got to realize where this stuff comes from. We had a whole era of gangster rap that rapped about nothing but bitches and hoes. What you thought was going to happen? Y'all didn't expect this already? I remember being 12, 13 years old, like, yo, where the hoes at? I didn't have no regard for female emotions, bro. Look. I had no regard for female emotions. And me not caring about females, like, I think about that now, the females' emotions, bro, is so Earl. That's wild Earl. Because if it takes two to make one, why are we constantly breaking down our woman because of their sexual preferences? She want to be a freak, bro. Let her be a freak.
You know what I just peeped?
Embrace that freaky. Freak.
It's crazy. Like, we live in a society where it's normal to us, like, men and women, right? And I'm talking about, like, in 2023 right now, like the last couple years, bro. You see how we always, men versus girls, but slowly and surely the LGBTQ, like, the community is
the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P.
Like, the blonde, like, it's becoming normalized. You see what I'm saying?
Super.
It's weird though. Like,
Super.
Super.
And we don't listen. We ain't judging that.
Yeah.
We ain't judging that at all.
But the shade where everybody's human, that don't bother.
Right.
At once upon a time, nobody gave a fuck.
Kid,
You could be you. At all.
It's just, don't try to, like, make one bigger than the next one.
We all the same.
All in the same boat. And we had the same issues that we was fighting when we was segregation. Now we talking about, I want to use the bathroom and I'm a girl. It's the same battle, bro.
You know what? I do want to talk about that too, because it has to do with us segregating each other. I'm not even going front. with that whole stuff going on with sharing bathrooms and all of that, I feel like it's extremely unsafe for women. I feel like it's extremely unsafe to have men competing against women in women-based sports, and then you got men who are women who are, you know, no hate towards you guys because I love everybody, but who go in the same bathroom as a woman and still expect them to feel safe or secure. I don't feel like it's something that's safe, and I feel like as far as everything surrounding around that whole movement, that's one thing that has to be stopped. No sharing bathrooms, because a woman's privacy is her privacy. Her private parts are her private part. And biologically, she was born with something that a man cannot have. And that's a pussy.
And you can't have,
We play with it like this.
you can't have what a man has.
And
So
that's that. I'm just being real with y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm just being real. I'm gonna be honest.
For real.
Support all the way. I love everybody, so don't feel no type of way. We all having an honest opinion about everything, and none of this stuff is fact. So this is just how I perceive the world. I love everybody. As long as you got love in your heart, there's no hate for me in my body for none of that. So
That's a fact.
So I got a question for y'all, right? I don't mean to cut you off. I got a question for y'all, and y'all could do this one by one. What solutions would you give our generation or the next generations, even though we've been affected by so much negativity? I got you. One at a time.
With the ending this man versus women conversation, this black man versus black woman conversation, this melanated man versus melanated woman conversation, I think the solution we should have is, one, just understanding, like, all right, us men, we're not gonna really understand everything a woman is going through. We have to understand that. We have to understand that we need not to tell y'all how to feel and things like that. And women need to understand that you don't need to have all of the burden on your shoulders and feel like you can't speak to men and you can't be vulnerable, or men aren't here to protect you, because we should be. We should definitely be. I feel like with the age that I'm coming in, and with the growth that I'm doing right now, we're getting older, and we understand that we have to protect all women. All women, everybody. You feel me?
Nah, it's just the women and the babies.
Feel me?
Yes.
We have to do that, because this is how we're gonna build back our strong communities from what we had back in the day. Because we are lost sheep. We are lost sheep, for real. So the way we got to come back is we got to understand we need to find Yah. We need to get back to God, and we need to understand that we need to protect each other, and that this isn't a battle, because it's a losing battle. It's a losing battle, because all we have is baby mothers and baby fathers, and that shit needs to stop. For real. I'm not knocking nobody that's in a situation. I'm just saying, if we gonna create a baby, we gonna create life. Let's create a bond and a relationship that's gonna stay strong for this life to build on a strong foundation.
Babies thrive with happiness and love.
Feel me? So that's my solution, man. Let's get back to the real core of life.
And what you got for us, bro?
I feel like today, like the advice I give to the next generation, that generation you want to consider after us, or just the ones that's just up and coming. Regardless, anybody behind us, younger or older, it doesn't matter. I feel like this should be, people need to wake up, bro. Like everybody, we're not in COVID no more, man. Ask questions. You know what I'm saying? The information is already out there. The stuff that you read about, stuff that we're finding out together, it's already documented. You know what I'm saying? From ancestry, it's already out there, bro. You just have to be curious enough to go find it, bro. It's a lot of information. Like kids are having access to a lot of information quicker than our parents. I was with my daughter today. She went straight to TikTok. I don't even know how to use. I asked her, should I be worried about TikTok? You know what she told me? Yeah. I asked her, should I be worried that you know how to use
I ain't
TikTok?
gonna lie, it's savage up there.
Bro, they're born with knowledge that we never knew. They know how to work iPhones and don't have phones, bro.
So, but do you feel like that the whole understanding of that would be um a contribution to their growth?
They're
As
gonna
far as,
grow regardless,
like men
right?
and women?
But it's just like their brains are open to so much that they don't even dictate what they want to know. Somebody can manipulate that. Like if you watch TV all day and fill your brain up with the same foolish thoughts,
So
or you
basically,
watch.
that's
It's enough bad examples out here that they don't even ask if that's the right way. They're just, oh, I see that. And your perception is your reality. That's okay. Like, oh, I see my parents fight all day. I'm going to go and play in school. And like today, I see
boys.
little girls, like how we was in St. Charles, kids, like girls, they know it's not right, but they smiling, like hitting and playing. We never used to play like that. Smiling like, I know it's wrong, but it's okay because I've seen
mommy and
daddy do it. Or I see somebody on TV do it. You know, so kids are very vulnerable now. Like it's easy for them to be manipulated because the internet is brutal, bro. Like that's why it's scary. But they don't ask enough questions, and parents are so focused on working hard 9 to 5s that they just, all right, my kid is smart. All right, now find out what your kids really know at this age. They probably know more than you think they do.
Yo, my whole nephew started a whole graphic design Instagram.
See?
And I would have never.
You would have never knew that.
But if I just didn't stop and talk to him or show him, like, yo, bro,
yeah, they
look what
growing
your
like
cousin,
this, bro.
look what me and your big cousin doing.
Can you
Show
do
him
something like
And then on the Instagram,
1, 2, 3
anime. I'm like, yeah, little nigga.
Mind you, ask him where he got that from.
I already know where he get it from. Best role models on earth, baby.
We grew up doing Dragon Ball Z.
That was us.
But we was never writing, doing all that. We was copy and pasting. Yo, bro, you know how to do that? Yo, swing that.
Facts.
Copy.
Facts.
They're doing it, visualizing.
And doing it.
And if they don't know how to do it, where they go? The internet.
YouTube.
And it's probably another 5-year-old in Canada or Russia somewhere that
know how to do it quicker.
And if he don't understand, he will ask, yo, bro, how you did that? And they will contact each other. Bro, he just brought the world to him in 2.5, bro.
It's funny that you said that too, because it's a video that is going viral on social media now of them displaying what kids in America are doing right now versus kids in China are doing.
Now they have
kids
propaganda,
in China
bro.
are loading guns and
bro,
doing working with computers and stuff, and then you got the kids over here protesting with the rainbow flag,
playing around. That's how they view us too over there. Like they have their own
we being
communist propaganda, bro. Like that you said it right, bro. Like Korea, when I was in, they told me they don't have YouTube, no Google, nothing. Whatever they say on the news is what they know. To them, that's why they look at America as a joke right now. And they think that they can win a war and be like, oh, yeah, we're going to screw them up because look what they over there doing. They got men coloring their hands over there. See what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, yo, bro, did you watch? Do you know? Like, yo, bro. And then even if that wasn't it, they see us all not being together. Like that George Floyd thing was viral.
Yeah, true.
I was overseas.
It's funny too that you say that because I got a question for you. I got a really good question for you. And I want you to answer this with the best knowledge that you can, because this is exactly what we're going to conclude it with. So as he just said, the George Floyd situation was a clear perception of how the media and how the internet and how the television can control your brain.
Yo,
right?
have you
So being that,
out.
And you could toss him the mic for this one too, being that we got morals and money busting right now, what is your core goal as a CEO, as a brand owner, as someone who's been in the field watching this shit transpire? What is your core goal how do you plan on changing lives throughout this brand?
Well, with our messages, like I've been learning, like I said, throughout my life, understanding that, you feel me, there are messages and propaganda out here that you can't just go off of whatever you see. You have to investigate, and like bros, like my brother over here, A1 just said, you have to ask questions. And I've always been an inquisitive type of person, but you have to ask the right type of questions. And you have to have the right type of discernment to understand, okay, this may not be the correct information. Okay, this may be right. This seems correct to me in my gut. Now, is it factual? Is it factual? If it's not factual, then it's whatever. I just have an emotion towards things. See, when I was younger, I used to just have emotion towards things, and then be like, all right, that's I'm gonna go with that, and I'm gonna run with that. But you can't do that. As I grew up in my 20s, and as I'm growing up in my 20s, late 20s, I understand that I cannot just go off of, all right, I feel this way. No, it is what it is. What is the fact? What is a research type of fact? And then you come up with your conclusion from there. You come up with a perspective from there. So that's the type of message I want to put out to the world and have them get from us as we keep having conversations and bringing people on is you're going to have a perspective. It may not be the same as us, but I want you to take gems and from our conversations and from the information that we putting out to that you take home with you and be like, all right, I'm going to implement that in my life because that sounds like it's better for me because it's working out for them. And like I'm always going to say, God is number one in my life. Yah is number one in my life. So that's who's leading my way and leading my decisions. And like bro said, you become an adult 21 and in other states you seen as an adult from 18 legally. But your prefrontal cortex isn't developed until 25. And when I say that, your mind, your decision making isn't really developed until past 25. So
say about 35, 40.
Some 35, 40 for real older men, right? That isn't understanding life. That aren't understanding life. Good for correcting my English. But when I say that is you making decisions, but you're not really taking in heed of all the results and consequences and angles that could come with your decision making. Because one, like we're always moving, like I said, we always moving sometimes off of emotion, and that could just be a quick decision, that could be a wrong decision. So we have to assess. Exactly.
That's why a lot of people in jail.
Exactly, bro.
And that's actually a future topic we're going to touch bases on too. It's a big problem within our community.
You have to assess situations. You have to step back and think about what's next. For real. So your question, I want to give those type of gems from our lives, from the experiences that we having, and from the things that's going on in the world from other type of people, because we can learn from other people's mistakes at all the time. You feel me? You see somebody slip and fall, and you ain't gonna walk the same way. You feel me? You ain't gonna walk in the same puddle if that nigga just stepped in water and shit. He just fucked up his
buy
pants.
Some more sturdier boots.
You feel me? Yeah, if you do, you gonna buy some big Tims.
They solos.
NYC style. And you ain't tying them bitches up. You leaving them bitches.
And
but
and it's beautiful too. And we're gonna conclude it with this one, you guys. Mace made a song a long time ago. If you're from New York, you know this song. Breathe, stretch, shake.
Let it go. That used to be fire.
Breathe, stretch, shake, let it go. And you know these Harlem niggas.
Harlem right now.
You know them Harlem niggas, they love that shit. That's them Harlem niggas. I mean, listen, man.
Jesus was from Harlem, right?
But yo, listen, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. This the Morals and Money podcast. We're gonna have another one dropping on Sunday. Like, comment, subscribe, click that notification bell.
Say when you talking real, you sound old.
When you talking real, you sound real old, man.
I guess we're gonna sound old a lot.
We're gonna sound old.
You heard?
You listen, they say the wise people, right? The wisdom come from the wise people, the wise folks, them wise folks.
And just because we young don't mean we don't know what we don't talk about.
You know what I mean?
Stop acting like we don't know what we talking about.
Like, comment, subscribe, y'all. We love y'all. We appreciate it. Let's get it.